So one thing that's been on my mind a lot recently is like the anabolic window. And my whole life I thought it was a real thing. So if you don't know what it is, it's the 30 to 60-minute period after you do a workout that it's like when you should like shovel a bunch of like protein and carbs and get you know get a bunch of macros in and stuff to kind of like feel your muscles like right after the workout. And so I always thought this was like a real thing until like I just researched and it's not. I kind of knew it wasn't a real thing even after believing it was a real thing. That might sound weird, but like I always kind of knew it wasn't a real thing even though I kind of believed it was. But yeah, so it's not a real thing. And literally, like I kid you not, 4 days ago in the gym, I was walking to like the Smith machine, and I like overheard these two guys talking, and one of them, I mean, I don't really know what they were talking about beforehand, but like I kid you not, I mentioned one of the dudes mentioned like the anabolic window, and he's like telling this other guy how like you know he was like, oh yeah, I want to get home, like to shovel a bunch of like protein and carbs and stuff in. He's like that's when you should. He's like telling the other dude that like that's when you should be eating all your like a lot of your food and stuff. And so it kind of got me thinking. I was like, is that like I don't think that's a real thing, but And after doing some research, it's like not a real thing. If anything, it actually matters more to eat like good before you go to the gym to obviously like get like the energy, like a good source of energy before you go to like fill your workout. Eating after doesn't really matter as much. And in general, like my advice is just get your like protein and stuff in like just in the day, like in throughout the whole day. It doesn't matter like really when. Like you don't even have to eat before the gym. Just like eating before or after the gym doesn't really matter that much. I mean, obviously like, it can help, especially if you eat before, but just eat throughout the whole day. Like eating throughout the whole day just is really all that matters in like the grand scheme of things. That 30 to 60-minute window after you do a workout doesn't really like matter. Like a lot of people think it does, but it actually doesn't. It doesn't even exist. So I mean, now like last summer I used to just like I would go to the gym around it was like 10-ish, and I would get home like a little bit before lunch, kind of on purpose, so that I could eat like lunchtime, like noon or whatever, after, so that I could like feel my muscles and stuff. So I literally did that for like a whole summer, which now it's like okay, there wasn't really a point to doing all that. Like I don't know. So now I just kind of go like whenever, like whenever I'm free, like whenever I don't want to say whenever I feel like going, but just like I make sure like obviously go throughout the day, but I don't really like don't schedule your gym session around your like meals and dinner, like dinner, lunch, breakfast. Doesn't really matter. Obviously, like if you're going to the gym at like noon, make sure you eat something before, obviously, to like even if it's small, to like fuel. I mean, depending on like how many calories you're trying to get and all that stuff. But just don't worry about like the little period of time after you go to the gym, because it doesn't really like it just doesn't matter. So that's a new thing I kind of learned, and I just wanted to like share that to you. So yeah, if you don't mind, comment, like, subscribe. It really helped out the channel because I can only reach so many people. So it helped the algorithm if you just liked the vid, commented, because I need to reach more people to kind of share my message and get people more informed on certain topics. So yeah, that would help a lot. And yeah, just stop doubting, start doing.